Since moving to London, my passion for angling has grown more and more each year. But it goes without saying that every now and again it's nice to escape the city rush and enjoy angling in a more peaceful surrounding. Throughout this series, I'll be making my way to a variety of countries, visiting a whole host of venues. From canals and rivers to huge public lakes, I plan to explore them all. For want of a better term, I'm escaping London. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah!
Oh, and I'm in. Oh, coming in live and direct.
That was literally 5 minutes.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a good fish, that. That's an upper 30, I reckon. Sure. He's going to be swimming in a minute. It's massive. It's the big one. It's the big one.
How do you know it's the big one? How do you know it's the big one? You don't know.
It's the big one.
Hey!
Get in there!
Get it!
Come on! Come on! Come. Mine and Henry's next adventure was back to France, but this time we were off to the beautiful French Alps. It was a long drive from Calais, however the thought of catching monster carp surrounded by the picturesque mountain range had us both super excited. We arrived a few hours before sunset, parked up the van and went for a mooch. We made it to the Alps, but we got here in the nick of time. It's past 8 o'clock, we've got about an hour and a half before sunset. Neither of us know anything about the lake. We don't even know if you're allowed to fish the lake. We've been told you can, but it doesn't match the description, and we think maybe we reckon that there might be some misinformation going on. So we're currently going through a forest, absolutely beautiful place, the mountains surrounding the lake, and the lake itself looks incredible, but the access looks not great, and Henry thinks he's seen a sign that says no public access at all. So we're gonna have a quick look and yeah, see what the crack is. After doing a full lap, we realised, as incredible as it looked, it wasn't the venue we were looking for. So we followed the map through the forest until eventually finding the lake.
This is us, baby.
Come on! Look at that backdrop! That's absolutely incredible. Not only did it look better than we'd imagined, but we also saw fish showing. With that, Henry rushed off to pick up the gate key, and we made our way round to the area we'd seen the activity. By this point it was dark, so we began setting up base camp and mixing all the bait we'd need for the night. Luckily, boats were permitted on this lake, so we were able to get all the rods out in the zone without too much disturbance. Come on.
First one, Jakob.
Come on, lad. Good un?
That's a 30.
30 pounder?
I think it's well.
Mate, that was some fight.
Beast to me, didn't it?
It was only a few hours from sunrise, so we put the fish in a retainer to have a better look at it in the daylight. Rise and shine. Unfortunately, that was the only one of the night, but considering we got here in the dark, I'm glad that one of us has managed to winkle one out.
Go. First one of the trip. It's going to go again. That's first of the trip, about £32.
Oh, that'll be no pictures. Oh my god. We need to learn to stop doing bloody water shots for carp.
I did say to do it on the side there. No, it's dappled line.
Mate, I got a little bit of footage of it. You'll be alright, you'll catch much nicer ones and bigger
I
ones
hope
than that.
so.
Apart from being given the location, the nice thing about this trip was we knew nothing about the lake or the stock, which made it not only more of a challenge, but also more exciting. There could be monstrous carp in this lake, and we couldn't wait to see how the rest of the session will play out. As bite time came to a close, it was time to get the rods back out fresh. We decided between us to heavily bait the area we'd seen those carp showing the previous evening. The lake was big, so we wanted to give the fish a reason to keep returning to this area. I also put a rod down to my right on a lovely little marginal spot, just to try and nick a bonus fish or two. With the days being super hot, we didn't really expect too much action, so we chilled out and got some work done whilst waiting for the evening period to come round. Sometimes fishing can be hard work and stressful, but then you get days like this, relaxing in the warmth of the French Alps, cooling off in the lake, just enjoying the lovely scenery. We're coming to that time. It's about half an hour, 45 minutes away from the time where we turned up over there yesterday and saw all the carp showing in this area. We've got about 15 kilo of bait out there. The only negative thus far is we haven't seen anything yet, and an angler has just turned up down the bank and put 4 rods in open water down there, which could mean that if the fish have been at that end, they're going to hit his bait first, and it might take them a little bit longer to get to us, but you never know. They might already be in this area. We've not seen anything show on the whole lake all day, have we really?
It's been very, very quiet.
Pretty quiet.
Very quiet.
Both done a bit of work today, had a bit of a nap, almost waiting for this evening period. So all we can do now is hope to see a load of carp start sloshing out over that bait. Oh no. Oh no, this feels like a catfish. Oh, it feels like a catfish. Yeah, it is a catfish. I'm sure of it. I hope not, but... Sadly, after all that, the fish went through a snag and cut me off. And that was the only bite of the night. Henry decided he was going to spend the day checking out some of the other lakes in the area. After walking a few miles, he stumbled across this lovely little lake. Again, with no information, he hoped he could quickly put the pieces together and get amongst some fish. In true Henry fashion, he left no stone unturned in giving himself the best chance of catching one, swimming his rigs out and hand placing them in an area he'd seen some carp, and it wasn't long until I'd received the call that he'd gone and caught one. Blimey, that's a bit of a walk, innit, Barry? I was walking thinking, God, how far's he gone?
We got one.
Good, and yeah?
Yeah, it's an upper 30, I reckon.
Good man.
Pounder.
Interrupted me from my evening swim as well.
No, I couldn't believe it. I felt your phone buzzing.
But the timing, right? I sat there all day, and then I just voice noted you saying, I'm just going for a swim for half an hour, so I won't be on my phone. He catches one 2 minutes after. And
I was chatting to the guard the Pesh guy, and I felt my phone buzz for the first time as I got the bite.
That's mental.
Not bad for a little stalking mission. Left Jacob, he's doing a bit of work, minding the rods. Went for a walk, very long walk. Sweating out, carrying all the gear, stepped in a wasp nest, really didn't think it was going to happen. And then thankfully, Rod just pulled up and got this mid-30 dark alpine carp. We'll take that.
It's a lovely one, mate.
Sick carp, isn't he?
I think it's big as well, that, like you say.
It feels alright.
Mid to upper 30, isn't it?
Maybe it might be a little bit bigger than mid-30, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they turn up on us tonight, mate.
Hopefully
because
tonight we catch a few. Then tomorrow you can come stalking. I'll watch the rods. It's my turn.
Yeah. It's massive in the edge. Good man, Henry. Save the day.
I also think there could be a little shop over there where we can get some snacks.
I'd like to think so because we're running out of food and I've been craving some sour sweets.
Let's go try and find some sour sweets.
Come on then. Unfortunately, the snack shop was closed, so we headed straight back to base camp and began getting the rigs prepped and rods back out on the spots. Come on, please be a carp. Have you got the GoPro on it? No. Oh, please be a carp. Just about to get in bed and the rod has absolutely screamed off. My receiver was outside, so I thought it was Henry's rod. I was sitting in there getting my camera ready, just chilling for ages. Henry's going, Jacob, Jacob. I was scared it was going to be a catfish, but it doesn't feel like a catfish. It feels like a very heavy carp.
Come on.
Don't be a 50-pound grass carp.
You got one.
Right, that fought like mad. That fought like mental. First one from the Alps.
Get in there.
Come on. Mid-30, innit?
Yeah.
As nice as it has been to see this one in the daytime, it's only 10:30, 11 o'clock, so I'm not going to bother with pictures, just lift him out for a quick video. I'm sure, well, I'm hoping we're going to get some more quickly before he swims off. There we go, my first carp from the Alps. That's a wet camera, I reckon, Henry.
I think so too.
Oh,
Get him back.
get him back. You've seen it, yeah?
Yeah, we got him.
Fought like an absolute Goliath. See you later, mate. I got the rod back out, but once again, that was the only bite of the night. This lake was proving way more tricky than we'd anticipated. As the sun began to rise, it was my turn to venture off and spend a day on the smaller lake. The bulk of the fish seemed to be cruising in open water, which gave me a good amount of time to get the trap set around the snags. Due to overhanging trees, swimming the rigs out was going to be the only option. Taking Henry's advice, I swam across to the edge of the sunken tree line and prepared to drop the rigs. Right, rig one. Now Henry says he just drops it, but I'm going to try. Feel it down with some super carpe. Come on. That's it. That's one. Not a bad view to swim back to, is it? Look at them mountains. Beautiful.
It wasn't long until a few fish turned up and began feeding. You could see them making their way down the shelf, which meant it was only a matter of time before one got hooked.
No! No, it's come off! For sake.
With the disturbance pushing the fish back into open water, I quickly swam that rig back out. Whilst I was hoping to get another opportunity, Henry was having fun back at base camp.
I think I might be into a catfish here. So a big drop back, and that is churning. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Oh my god. Right, better concentrate on this. Look at that. Oh, for fuck's sake. On the speedboat's coming. Not what we need. Right, let me sort this out.
An hour or so later, I had a single bleep, which I assumed was a liner, but it was in fact a bite, and the fish had already kited past the snag and cut me off. This day really wasn't going to plan. Henry was checking he could still count to 10. Yeah, it wasn't looking good. Jokes aside, he'd found another little lake and managed to get a few fish feeding, but that also resulted in nothing. Once the man and his 37 dogs had gone, he decided to pack everything up and come and join me on the small lake. This seemed like our best chance of catching. The fish tended to shoal up in the middle of the lake and then make their way into the margins. With my traps already set, Henry began swimming his rigs out on the other side of the lake. This time actually swimming to the bottom of the lake with goggles on and accurately hand placing his rigs. Just after getting those two rods out, he also noticed some carp milling around in his near margin.
So I've been able to get a little margin spot going. It was hard work, literally pinch your hemp, pinch your target slush every now and then. Eventually, I managed to get a nice little bed down, and the carp came in, 40 pound I reckon, came in, tipped up, dropped down, and he's on the spot. So I'm going to reel my two rods in and just stalk out the edge. Come on, please.
Come on!
He ain't a big one.
No?
I've seen some huge ones coming in today. Look at him.
There's a little one.
There's a little one.
Ah,
I've been getting done.
been getting spat out.
Well, I just don't think they've picked up the hook bait.
A bite's a bite, it's been tough.
It's been extremely tough.
Imagine if you're up to 50 in here. Like playing it and that'd be unreal, wouldn't it?
Fun, that's for sure. Ooh.
Well, it's not the monster, mate,
it's
but
nice.
it's
I'm
been
glad
hard,
I caught
mate.
one, but
It's been hard, so well done.
I've been watching carp feed on my spot for the past 3 hours. Couldn't buy a bite. Eventually, I just had to change over the rig, make it shorter, change the hook bait, and I got a bite. But it wasn't the 50 pound I saw feeding there, or even one of the 40s.
Or
Not
30s,
even one of the 30s.
or 20s, or 15s.
It's a 10. Lovely little carp, but God, I wish it was one of the big ones. I just had 5 come in, all feeding, hard, and this was the smallest one. This is the one that got hooked. But it's been really cool. It's been so cool to watch him feed. It's been really worrying and it makes you realise how much you do get done by fish when you're out fishing where you can't see them, but so cool nonetheless.
He got his rod straight back out amongst the snags, which quickly resulted in a brace of lovely commons. A serious bit of angling from Henry.
Well, that was the most anticlimactic ending to a film ever, and probably the worst European trip so far. Well, not probably, definitely the worst European trip so far. So much anticipation. We thought we were going to catch so many carp. Wasted obviously 2 days on that first lake. And then obviously when it should have come good, I just kept losing carp. Henry did well yesterday, caught 3. Just got unlucky with the size, and then we both blanked last night. I mean, I suppose you can't win them all. This film will still be going out, despite me saying to Henry, oh, it's not a film, we've not caught enough. And he made a good point in saying that not every session you're catching loads of carp. So I hope you've enjoyed it and taken something from it, despite not having caught loads. But unfortunately, now we've got a 10-hour trip back to London.